We are now taking your questions for Dr. Zorba Paster at 270-9933.
Zorba joins us from his clinic in Oregon. Hi, Zorba. How are you?
Good, guys. I'm great.
So you have an interesting study about parents and children and preventing flu and colds?
Exactly. Home remedies, do they really work? So it turns out parents give a whole bunch of things to their kids. Everything from chicken soup, which, by the way, still is my mother's favorite remedy. I still think of her every time I have a cold and I have chicken soup. But there are a number of other remedies, over-the-counter remedies, that really have not been shown that are useful for kids that they do. And that's the real problem. One of the problems being antihistamines. Now, for children under the age of 5, really, antihistamines, unless they have an allergy, unless they have asthma, unless they have a real reason to take it, should be avoided, especially for the ones who are under 2 years of age. So I think it's important, if you're going to give your child a home remedy, if it's going to be an over-the-counter remedy, go to the pharmacist and say, is this safe for my child? And I think that's really the take-home message for this. And as for mother's chicken soup and the regular home remedies that you simply make at home, such as Vicks Vapor Rub and other ones, those are fine. No harm, no foul, and it usually makes your child feel good. But if in doubt, the pharmacist or the doctor should really answer whether or not it's safe for your child.
All right, we have a little technical issue here. You're not going to be able to hear the phone, the question, so we're going to take the call and we'll relate it to you. Okay, Zorba?
Sounds great.
Let's start with Rhonda in Beloit. Hi, Rhonda. What's your question?
My question is, why is it every single time I go in and get a flu shot, I end up sick as a dog?
Well, Rhonda says every time she gets a flu shot, she becomes as sick as a dog.
Okay, so here's the truth about flu shots. At any particular time, at this particular time of year, about 2% or 3% of the population gets sick. And so if I got my flu shot the day before and I was coming down with a viral cold, and then I get sick the next day, I blame it on the flu shots. Flu shots can give people sometimes a very slight fever, maybe 99 or so, but for the most part, they do not make people sick. What happens is people are just getting sick this time of year. The important thing is to remember, last year, the CDC estimated that between 65,000 and 70,000 people died of influenza. That's equivalent to one World Trade Center going down every 2 weeks. Influenza kills people. And so the answer is, get your flu shot. If you're worried about having a little fever, take some Tylenol beforehand. But the reality is that much of that is really a myth.
All right.
All right, let's go to Michael in Monroe. Hi, Michael. What's your question?
Yes, I've been using a fresh squeezed lemonade with a little bit of lemon zest and then some honey for colds and sinus problems.
Oh, okay.
And
you're just wondering if that's a good idea?
Well, lemons contain epinephrine.
Okay. Michael is using lemonade, a little lemon zest. Is that good for fighting colds?
The thing about fighting colds that's really important is we don't drink enough. So anything that's going to encourage us to drink is really important. And one of the ways to determine if you're drinking enough is look at your urine. If your urine is concentrated, you're not drinking enough. So the safe things for the cold are hot liquids, which make you feel better, lots and lots of hot liquids, Tylenol or ibuprofen, whichever you can tolerate, take down a fever if you feel feverish, and rest. A lot of people just go out, they do things, they go, I'm going to exercise even though I'm sick. It's very important to rest a lot because you've got to give your body a chance to recover. But the most important thing is really fluids.
Absolutely. So it's a yes on the lemon water. Let's go to Jeff in Madison. Hi, Jeff.
Hello there.
What's your question?
Yes, I was just wondering, is this only about colds today? Is that all?
No. Whatever you want.
All right, I'm just so interested in CBD. I mean, truthfully speaking, we are Green RX Madison. We have 400 kinds of CBD, and we're just watching what clients write in our ledger, and they just seem to be getting rid of massive amounts of illnesses, anything involving inflammation, pain, and a relaxation effect, right down to the nervous system and the bloodstream.
All right.
And there's a thousand studies on this.
Sure.
I'm interested in the wonderful doctor's take on it.
All right, doctor, what's your take on CBD oil?
Well, CBD oil, one of the issues with CBD oil, it does work for some people, it doesn't work for everyone. So one of the things you do with that, because there's not a lot of scientific evidence, is you want to know whether or not it's the placebo effect. Is it really doing something for you? So I recommend with that and with many supplements and many things with complementary medicine, use it for 2 weeks, stop for 2 weeks. Use it for 2 weeks, stop for 2 weeks. Do it a third time. Use it for 2 weeks, stop for 2 weeks. If every time you use it, you're getting results, it's probably working for you. But you want to get rid of that placebo effect, and the only way to do it is by starting it and stopping it. For some people, they've told me it really makes a difference, but once again, we've got very little scientific evidence, so you've got to do trial and error yourself.
That's a good advice. All right, well, thanks for putting up with a little technical
Yeah,
hits. I think we
thanks
got
for your patience, everybody.
got it all taken care of those. So, Zorba, we'll see you next time.
Yeah, Zorba, great to see
Thanks,
you.
guys. Take care.
All right, we'll be right back.